What's going on YouTube? This is SG1 Sports and you're watching our college football channel. The New Year's Six Bowls will start tomorrow night with the Orange Bowl, Clemson versus Tennessee. I'm going to give you my predictions on all of these games. We did playoff predictions already. I did a video yesterday. This is how I have those semifinal matchups going. Again, these are part of the New Year's Six. So I had Georgia beating Ohio State, Michigan over TCU. If you want a little bit more in-depth analysis on this game, on these games, you can go back and watch the video from yesterday and I'll tell you exactly why I picked each team to win. Also, if you missed the 5 reasons videos, we did videos on 5 reasons why each team would win their semifinal matchup. So go back, watch those videos if you want more on the playoff. But this video is really more about the other New Year's Six games, and we're going to start with the Rose Bowl. So this was the toughest one for me. I mean, back and forth. You look at Utah, a team that finished the season really strong, winning the Pac-12 championship. Had some tough losses throughout the year as well, but this is a very good football team. They went to the Rose Bowl last year, came up just short. Then you have Penn State, a team that really has a lot to prove. Their only 2 losses came to Michigan, Ohio State, and they really haven't played anyone else. So this is a game we really find out how good this Penn State team is. And it's a Penn State team that I think is really excited about next year. You look at the future for them. They have a chance to be really good next year. And for Utah, I think it's more about finishing 2022, finishing with a Rose Bowl win, which would be huge for them. And I think the fact that they were able to get there last year, they came up just short, I think they'll be really, really motivated in this game. And, you know, these bowl games, a lot of it has to do with motivation. So while Penn State might be looking to the future, looking into next year, like I said, Utah as a team is trying to close out this year. And this would be huge for them to win the Rose Bowl. And I'm going to say that they do it. It'll be a great game, an all-time classic. But Utah finds a way. Cam Rising makes some plays late, and the Utes get the win in the Rose Bowl. Next up, the Sugar Bowl. All right, Kansas State, Alabama. This is going to be a fascinating matchup. Alabama's only favored, I think, by 6.5, which is a surprise. I mean, they're usually favored in a game like this. You would usually see Alabama favored by like 14. And Bryce Young, Will Anderson, they're not opting out. So this is a Bama team that will pretty much be at full strength. But it's a very good Kansas State team. Finished the year strong with a win of the Big 12 championship. This is a very good football team. Well coached. They'll be prepared. And so you wonder about the motivation, just like in the Rose Bowl. But in the Sugar Bowl, it's Kansas State. This would be huge for them to win the Sugar Bowl. I mean, that would be huge for them. They came into this year with really no expectations. And for Alabama, they didn't make the playoffs, so will they be motivated? Well, I think the fact that Bryce Young and Will Anderson are playing, I think that tells me that this Bama team will be motivated. Those are the leaders for this team, and they want to go out on a high note. If they were not playing, I would definitely pick Kansas State. I really feel like the game is going to be competitive, and I think the Wildcats would win, maybe even win easily if Bryce Young was not playing in this game. And I say Will Anderson, but mostly it's about Bryce Young because this is a different team with and without him. But yeah, Kansas State, I think, would win if there was no Bryce Young in this game. But the fact that Bryce Young is playing, the fact that I think this Alabama team will be motivated because of that, I think the Tide get the win. But I think it'll be close. I think this will be a 4-quarter game. Alabama, though, Bryce Young makes some plays late in the 4th quarter, and they get it done, and they knock off Kansas State. But like I said, without Bryce Young, I take Kansas State. Is there a chance that Alabama plays Bryce Young in the first half and then they bench him and kind of end his career there and then look to the future and bring in Milroe or maybe Thompson or Simpson? I don't know. I don't know what they do. Wade Saban's been talking about it. I think they're really going to try to win this game. I mean, they really want to win this game. And again, I think that they will. But you never know. You never know what might happen, what Nick Saban is thinking. But I do think the Tide find a way to get it done. We go to the Orange Bowl next, Clemson versus Tennessee. This is an intriguing matchup here. Boy, I wish Hendon Hooker was still playing. Also, you have the 2-star wide receivers for Tennessee both opting out of this game. I think that spells trouble for the Volunteers. I think Clemson will win this game. With Hendon Hooker, with those guys at receiver, with both teams at full strength, I think that this will be a great game. I'd pick Tennessee. But Clemson, they'll have Cade Klubnik. It's his team now. He's going to go out. He has a lot to prove. This is just a team that has more guys playing. I think they're going to care more about this game. It's almost like with Tennessee, well, it's a disappointing year. We didn't get where we wanted to go. Now our quarterback's injured. Our star receivers, they're opting out. The Tennessee defense is not as good as the Clemson defense. There's just no reason to pick Tennessee in this game. Watch them go out and win now. But no, I'm taking Clemson. I think Clemson wins, and I don't think it'll be close. I think they will win by a couple of scores at least. And again, Dabo's a big-time motivator. He'll have his team ready to play in this one. Moving on now to the Cotton Bowl, USC versus Tulane. Really interesting matchup here. And you wonder about the motivation for USC. Heartbreaking finish of the year, not winning the Pac-12, not making it to the college football playoff. I don't think they have a ton of opt-outs. I know Addison is opting out, maybe a couple other guys, but this is a Super Bowl for Tulane. They're going to be really, really fired up for this game. I just think the motivation factor is going to be the difference here. I'm actually going to pick Tulane to knock off USC. Caleb Williams, is he 100% healthy? If he starts limping around, maybe they take him out of the game. I just think this Tulane passing attack, just their balance on offense, they're going to score points in this game. It'll be a shootout. And again, I'm going to go with Tulane. Tulane wins the Cotton Bowl over USC. Those are my New Year's 6 predictions. Would love to get your predictions, your thoughts. Let me know what you think about these games down in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more here on the SG1 Sports College Football Channel.